issues pertaining youth, since many youths are unable to address the different challenges affecting them, most especially gender-based issues, failure to identify justice and where to report these challenges.
But we found out that young people know the programs are there, but they don't know where to start from. So I think that is very important that if young people come together, they will know that the government programs and how to benefit from, and where which offices to go to apply them for. So today my message is that we can be that change, and the young people also can make informed choices when they are aware of their sexual reproductive health rights. And so in conjunction with the youth council, so we are working closely to see that we reach that young person to make informed choices on issues of sexual reproductive health, on issues of programs of government, the PDM, the youth livelihood programs. So we commit to see that we reach out to young people in those civic spaces to give them a ample space.
Bongomin Bala Rogers, the youth chairperson at Jumani District, explained that mismanagement of the youth fund is one of the things affecting youth progress and called for more sensitizations of the youth if they are to progress well.
The challenge we have with the YLP is that when the youths get this money, they misuse it, they don't repay, and to make it worse, this project came during the electioneering period. So people's perception was that this money was sent by NRM government just for them to use to eat. They forgot that it was a revolving fund, that when you take it now, your colleague or your sibling also has to benefit from it. So when you don't repay this money, of course it limits the hands of government from funding more groups. Otherwise, this project has been there and it is still there. We've talked about it several times. We've been going on radio stations talking about this project.
He, however, advised youth to always do thorough follow-ups about any youth program if it is to succeed.
Because now when you apply for this fund and you don't make follow-ups, nobody will come from these offices to look for you from your places. So once you've applied, you should make follow-ups. And the procedure of applying is not hard. You only go to the district, to your CDO to get application form and the interest forms. You fill them, take it back, and the rest of the things will be finalized by the administration.
Mr. Akule George Caps, member of the District Youth Council, Ajumani, said the over 1 billion Uganda shillings given to the youth had no impacts due to several factors like limited training and capacity building for the youth, and also it came during time of political atmosphere.
But then you find in that this 1 billion Ugandan shillings has no impact in the district. It doesn't have impact. Why do I say so? Because this money was given in around 2016, and so many youth groups received this money without proper skilling, without proper financial literacy trainings, or capacity building. So, and this money comes at a very wrong time. Why do I say so? One is that at times the money comes when maybe there are elections that are nearing. So many politicians tend to use these initiatives for their own political benefits. So you find in that after this, there is always misconception from the communities about these initiatives.
The engagement with the youth comes at a time when most of the youths are not benefiting from the various government programs like the Youth Livelihood Program, Parish Development Model, meant to alleviate the youth out of extreme poverty. Peace Oshaki, Unjima Alan, West Nile Television, Nile Cast.
Moving on to Pakwach District, following the recent reshuffle on resident district commissioners and their deputies by the President of the Republic of Uganda, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, residents of Pakwach District have hailed the outgoing Pakwach RDC, Mr. Paul Esoro, as a diamond for fighting against corruption and fostering development. Alfred Jawok reports.
Following the recent reshuffling on resident district commissioners and their deputies by the President of Uganda, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, residents of Pakwach district have hailed the outgoing Pakwach RDC Mr. Paul Esero as a diamond for the fight against corruption and fostering development, and will be greatly missed. Emmanuel Rotumeo, the district chairperson, National Unity Platform NUP, Pakwach, lauded the RDC for being lenient to opposition fraternity in the district and called upon those who were offended by the RDC when he was still in the district to forgive him.
To all the people of Junam, this is now a blow to us, and where we've been going wrong and where we've been going right, you know them. And maybe if he had ever stepped on your toe, please forgive and don't hold him in your heart. And where he has also done bad to us, like me especially, I don't see any reasons why I should hold him, because he has been my friend. He has been the guy that I've been looking up to, because like being a mentor. Yeah. So thanks everyone. Person coming, we welcome you with all our 10 hands, and please feel free. This is home.
Ivan Lakisa, a member of Pakwach Youth Forum, described Paul Esero as an exceptional and transparent leader Pakwach has ever had since it became a district in 2017.
I want to tell you, RDC Pakwach, Mr. Paul Esero, has been one of the most exceptional RDCs we have ever had in history. His commitment to ensuring that government projects works was something so exceptional, and the fact that he worked with the community with a zeal and with that the spirit of being human is something that as people of Pakwach we really appreciate, and we will live long to appreciate that, because we've never seen that in any personality that we've ever worked with.
Wilma Ajoloroth, a journalist in Pakwach district, described RDC Esero as an open leader to journalists as far as giving information is concerned.
I should say most reliable politician around Pakwach, because every kind of information that we needed, any kind of information, any data, anything that we needed to know about the community, how it's working, how everything is going in Pakwach, he used to tell us. Not only that, but he would also call us if we didn't know about something. He would call us and let us know the clue. I'm so glad that we worked with him. He was so reliable, and I really appreciated his work in Pakwach.
Honorable Robert Omitostin, Pakwach district chairperson, equally appreciated the good coordination he had with the RDC in monitoring government projects in the district.
Paul has been one of the best RDCs the district has ever had. He came after the district had 3 other RDCs. We first started the district with Mukose James. After Mukose James, Rusoke, we had Toko. After Toko, we had Dibele, and then thereafter Dibele, he was our 4th RDC. Esero Paul, actually, being a young person, his interpersonal skill, interrelation, how he relates to the people, is very active. He's a man of social media, there for publicity and publicizing government activities. He was a real mobilizer.
However, Moses Arake Dalele, Chief Administrative Officer Pakwach District, recalled how Mr. Paul Esero worked with them in all conditions of life. According to Dalele, the district will miss his service but welcomes the successor, Mr. Emi Mitala from Koboko District.
I thought he was young, and young people are overzealous, they have ego, but I found this one exceptional. He's a very experienced, calm fellow, very consistent with what he does, familiar with government policies, and works with the team. So I heard the news of changes. These are routine changes by the president of the Saflin RDCs. So Esero now moves to Soweto. I want to sincerely commend him for providing leadership and truly representing the presidency.
in the changes made for Greater Nebi. Robert Abak maintained his seat in Nebi. Festus Aikoboa was posted to Zombo and Amy Mitala to Pakwach district. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, Nilecast.
Moving on to Moyo District, Moyo Town Council authorities are grappling with lack of land committee members to handle the land-related problems, which has resulted to a backlog at the Town Council. This was revealed during a capacity-building training organized for the Area Land Board members and the District Land Board Committee at Moyo People's Hall. Okumu Dominic reports.
The capacity building training organized by EcoCelta and Pride Consultants, a firm hired by the Ministry of Land, Housing and Urban Development to conduct the physical development plan for Moyo Town Council, Lefori Town Council and Moyo District, targeted the area land committees and the District Land Board to enhance their knowledge on land-related matters and educate them about the new land laws so as to prepare them for their work. Mrs. Chota Vivian, the senior town clerk, Moyo Town Council, said for long the Town Council has been grappling with lack of land board members, which has resulted into backlog, adding that the Town Council has engaged the District Land Board on several occasions to address cases of some individuals taking hold of the Town Council land for years without doing development on the land, but no actions have been taken by the board.
We, the Town Council team, I think we have been stuck. We have this backlog. The area land committees continue working. They have files. We have no land board. People are paying. They are not seeing. They need, when you pay for development, you need, something should happen.
Mrs. Aumo Preska, the assistant team leader, EcoCelta and Pride East Africa Consultants Limited, who was the main facilitator for the training, said the training is intended to build the capacities of the members and enlighten them about their mandate so that they will be able to know their roles and responsibilities and know the members.
Training is a capacity building. It is a refresher for some of them. For the area land committee, it is for them to know their roles and responsibilities. In most cases, all these committees do not know their mandate, or the challenges are that they do not know the members who are supposed to constitute the committees.
Mrs. Ovoyo Gadsande, the physical planner Moyo Town Council, said they expect the members to put into use the knowledge they have acquired so as to resolve some of the land issues in their sub-counties and town councils, adding that one key recommendation they have come up with is the formation of the Physical Land Board Committee at the sub-county levels, which they realized had not been operational in all the sub-counties.
So what we came out with strongly as a recommendation was that we realized that the sub-counties had physical planning committees which were not functional. They were even not appointed. So we recommended strongly that the physical planning committees should be appointed immediately, and with this training they should now start working, making them operational so that they do work within their areas of jurisdiction other than using the district physical planning committee at all times.
Mr. Anzovu Kusevia, the parish chief of Oji, who was a participant in the training, lauded the Ministry of Lands, Housing and Urban Development for building the capacities of the land board members, saying this will make them handle the matters without much problems, and request the public to embrace land titling so as to help secure their lands from being grabbed by other people.
The land committees, this training will enhance our capacity in solving land disputes, but also the process of acquiring land title. Besides, I want to be grateful for Ministry of Land, Housing and Labour for actually empowering us, because we have been facing a lot of challenges as area land committees, especially in mediating land issues. But at least today we are equipped and we are very happy that we now know what to do.
The Ministry of Lands, Housing and Urban Development hired Pride Consultants Limited to conduct physical development plan for Moyo Town Council, Lefori Town Council and Moyo District so as to help in organizing the land within the town councils and the district for proper development.
That we realized that the sub-counties had physical planning committees which were not functional. They were even not appointed. So we recommended strongly that the physical planning committees should be appointed immediately, and with this training they should now start working.
Make final corrections and amendments before it can be used by the local council and the district authorities. The contract also had a component of capacity building training for the land board members so as to prepare them to be able to use the physical development plan that is already in use. It's upon this background that the capacity building training was organized for the land board members across the district. Dominic Anthony Okumu, West Nile TV, Nilecast.
And more in our stories, the resident district commissioner Nebi District, Robert Abak, on the 19th of August 2024, commissioned a public library and resource center at St. Monica Nursery and Primary School in Achana Sub-County, Nebi District, in an event which attracted educationalists and the business community. Alfred Jawok reports.
The resident district commissioner Nebi, Mr. Robert Abak, has on 19th August 2024 commissioned a public library and resource center at St. Monica Nursery and Primary School, Achana Sub-County, Nebi District, in an event which attracted many educationists and business community. While commissioning the structures, Mr. Robert Abak, who was the chief guest, appealed to the donors from Italy to add more buildings as the number of learners increased every day at the school. Abak noted that many parents do not support education of their children, hence there is a high rate of dropouts in Nebi District.
Nursery ubekuda wia. Kawena nani nyitunya now? Where are they? The children here are very few. Where are they? We are producing every night, every morning. But where are these children?
Ms. Fancy Angala, the executive director, St. Monica Nursery and Primary School, assured the parents and leaders that they had assessed the public library and that their donors will allocate funds for construction of storage buildings, as many educationists are left out to read due to incapacity of the buildings.
This project was really sponsored by friends in Italy. I come from this community. I come from Atiak, but my mother is from here, Pulum. At the moment, I live in Italy, and in Italy we've got an association with my friends and family. We've got an association that is behind this entire project. So we got a small donation from a family of a bereaved friend, and in her honor, she's called Patty, the one who passed away. In her honor, they decided to donate to our community something to help our students in their education, hence the community library. We also call it a resource center because we shall be having lots of other activities here. We shall have skills training for the youth, especially computer training, tailoring, bricklaying. These are our future plans. They may not kick off immediately, but they are in the process.
Meanwhile, Honorable Emmanuel Rombi, Nebi District Chairperson, tasked the community members to protect and guard the project after commissioning.
But I'll be very happy. Happy moke keto, ube guako gemaber. Mando kane keto, pin moko unde woka keto mu. Kanu keto mu, then ginde gishuku keto. Kano kida shell. Kani nango labu block moko bol kakai. Kani nango jubegero ote olabu pikende. That is a heart.
The public library and resource center was commissioned to accommodate over 1,234 people from Greater Parombo, Achana, Ndeu, among others. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, Nilecast. Library
Thank you. been a very big fanatic of sports. Whenever you see me next to the podium like this, you can start smiling. That means I am coming with what continues to happen in the world of sports. My name is Oraku Benson Pastore. This is West Nile Television, the usual thing, NILE sports segment. And of course, I'm going to give you a lot, both national stories and also international stories. Before we talk about some of the trending stories that happen internationally, and also some of the games that took place yesterday night in Monday Night Football, and also the preliminary games set to be played in UEFA Champions League come tonight. Let's first take a look at what is happening within Uganda. Nationally, I can confirm to you, over the weekend, there was a game in CAF Champions League preliminary round between Sports Club Villa, the Zogos, up against CBE. CBE is actually a team that comes from Ethiopia. It was actually the preliminary round for CAF Champions League. I can confirm to you, Zogos were beaten at home by 2-1. They played this game at Nambole Stadium. That means the return leg will now be taking place in Ethiopia, the home ground for the team that's CBE. That means the team of Sports Club Villa now have a peak, a mountain to climb after falling 2-1 into the hands of CBE. That means they will now have to beat the side by 2-0, or else 2 goals above, to see that they progress to the next round. In case they manage to surpass CBE, they will be meeting their regional opponents. I am talking about Yanga, or as Young Africans, a team that is playing in Tanzanian Premier League. We are waiting to see if Sports Club Villa can be able to surpass CBE, where they have already, in which they have already lost the first league into the hands. That is the latest update I can give you as far as the CAF Champions League preliminary round for Sports Club Villa is concerned. Let's leave that one there, and we now jet to Europe. I can confirm to you, yesterday night in Monday Night Football games we are also played. Before I give you what transpired in Spanish Primera Division and also in Italian Serie A, let's first start with the famous league Africans love so much. I'm talking about English Premier League. Vardy still continues to prove people wrong that he's old, as he scored the goal for the team of Leicester City, as Foxes went on to draw the game with the Tottenham Spurs, which ended 1-1. Meanwhile, that goal for Spurs was scored by Pedro Porro, the player whom they signed from the team of Sporting Lisboa. The game ended 1-1. That one wasn't the only game which was played in one of the top leagues in Europe. Also across the other top leagues in, let me say, in Italian Serie A, 2 games were also played. We saw Juventus hammering Fabregas side Como by 3-0. Meanwhile, on the other side, Atalanta demolished Lecce at home by 4-0. Meanwhile, in Spanish Primera Division, 2 games were also played. The biggest was between Atletico Madrid and the team of Villarreal, where they shared the spoil after the game ending 2-2 there, and also Villarreal, not Villarreal, rather Real Valladolid managed to edge out Espanyol by 1-0. These were the results of the games that we have played across top leagues we have in Europe. Let's leave that one there. I can also confirm to you the last preliminary round in UEFA Champions League. They're also bouncing back. This is the first league, and the reverse fixtures will be coming next week. Today and tomorrow will be the day, or is the night, for the first league. 3 games are set to be played tonight, with Bodo Glimt, that comes from Norway, hosting Crvena Zvezda, that comes from Serbia. Meanwhile, at the same time, Dynamo Zagreb, that comes from Croatia, will be saying hi to Karabag, and on the other side, Lille will be tussling it out with Slavia Prague. Slavia Prague is a team that comes from Czech Republic. Meanwhile, Lille is a team that comes from French League 1. This is the latest update I can give you as far as UEFA Champions League is concerned. And let's drop that one there, and we talk about some of the trending stories that continues to happen in the world of transfer. Some of them are done deals, and others already at the pipeline, almost coming out. I can confirm to you, Wolves, they have made a loan deal for Tottenham custodian as their goalkeeper, that's Aaron Ramsdale. And we are all aware that ever since the coming of David Raya from the team of Brentford, and this guy has been a bench material at the team of Arsenal. Now teams are looking for options to see if they can be in position to lure his services. I'm talking about Aaron Ramsdale, custodian there. And also away from that story, Burnley midfielder, that's Sandra Bards, will have Fulham Medical, that's after agreeing £25 million deal for that's that's for Netherlands international Bards. That means will now be joining the Cottagers. I'm talking about the team of Fulham. Away from that story of London, moving to Everton, Goodson Park, Everton have rejected a loan offer from the team of Olympique de Marseille for their striker, that's Mupe. Mupe, ever since joining the team of Everton way back in 2012 from the team, not 2012 rather, from 2022, he has only scored 1 goal for the team of Toffees, but they are saying no, the player is still very, very important for them. That's why they have rejected that loan offer from the team of Olympique de Marseille. Away from Goodson Park, now at the camp of Amex Stadium, I'm talking about Brighton and Hove Albion. Finally, they have completed the signature of Darcy Jorginho Ruta, France international from the team of Leeds United, and this one has happened at a record fee of £40 million. Jorginho Ruta is officially a player for the Seagulls. That's Brighton and Hove Albion for you. Away from that story of Brighton, now moving to Chelsea. Chelsea, they cannot relax. They continue to make bids. They continue to sign players. As I speak right now, the deal is at the pipeline as they are trying to complete the signature of Portugal forward who is playing for Atletico Madrid called João Felix. And then on the other side, Conor Gallagher is actually set for his medicals ahead of a move for Atletico Madrid. It's not a swap deal. Chelsea will have to pay for João Felix. Meanwhile, Atletico Madrid will have to pay for Conor Gallagher. And this is a player who once had a season with the team of Chelsea, 2022/2023 season, where he featured 20 times and scored 4 goals in the process for the team of Blues. And still with Chelsea, they still continue to eye Napoli and the Nigerian forward Victor Osimhen, and on the other side, Napoli, they are also very much interested in the signature of Romelu Lukaku, also from the team of Chelsea. Chelsea, they have valued him at €40 million. That's equivalent to 34 million pounds. But the team of Napoli wants to take him at first on loan and then pay 25 million pounds. But Chelsea are saying no to that deal. At first, they said they want Lukaku, Casadei. Chelsea would also offer some cash, and then they give Chelsea Victor Osimhen. Chelsea said that one will take them to loss. We are following the story closely also there. And away from that story, Leicester have also completed the signing of Silver Skip from the team of Spurs. That is the latest update I can give you about the team of Leicester City in relation to Spurs. And this one has happened at a fee of €20 million. Let's drop those stories there, and we now talk about some of the transfer rumors and gossips. And we start with all the ladies. All the ladies, I'm talking about Juventus. Juventus, as I speak right now, they are in talks with the team of Chelsea over the signature of Raheem Sterling after having uncertainty over his future. That's Raheem Sterling for you. Meanwhile, Saudi Professional League club, that's Al Hilal, have cities Kyle Walker and also Yao Cancelo on their list to see that these fullbacks join them. Away from that story, Manchester City, they are interested in a move for their former midfielder, that is Iko Gundogan, after the expiration of his contract with Catalonian-based club Barcelona. And also away from that story, still in some of the gossips, Real Sociedad, a Spanish Primera Division-based club, have refused to lower the asking price for their midfielder, 28 years of age, Mikel Merino. And the team which is very much interested in his signature is the team of Arsenal, that is Gunners for you. Away from that story, back to England, discussing Brentford. Brentford, right now, they are desperate and they are hoping that the team in the names of Al Ahly, that is from Saudi Professional League, will be in position to complete the signature of Ivan Toney so that they can be able to get something of £50 million out of that deal. Meanwhile, Chelsea, they are not also leaving themselves behind. They may attempt a late bid for Ivan Toney. Let's leave that story in London there, and we come to Magpies. Newcastle, they feel they can still be in a race to sign Mark Guehi from the team of Aston Villa, a defender, not Aston Villa, rather Crystal Palace, a defender. Remember, they have already gone there with the 3 bids, all being knocked away by the team of Crystal Palace. They want over 70 million euros. Meanwhile, they still also have Liverpool defender Joe Gomez in their list. And lastly, Burnley's Brazilian midfielder Vitinho has already agreed personal terms with the Brazil team Botafogo. That one climaxes everything in today's edition of NILE Sports News. Have the best of your night, and we'll link up again tomorrow.
Thank you, Rocco Benson Pastore, for that sports news and that sports highlight. With that, we've come to the end of the Nilecast only on West Nile Television. Thank you always for being with us from the beginning.